Hello, board members. I wanted to provide you an update on the work that we've been doing related to planning contingencies in case schools are forced to close because of the coronavirus. There are several different entities that we've been working with, much of which have been our administrative team, but I want to give you just an idea of what this would look like in our planning scheme. The first would be as it relates to communication. Whit McGee is working with our team here to put together an informational video that would address the areas that we'll be talking to parents about, one of which would be the closure details, and in that I would outline anything related to state of emergency, if makeup days were necessary, etc. We'll talk with them about the instructional delivery model that our principals have planned and will have ready to go should this take place. We'll talk with them about hygiene for students upon returning to school, and we'll outline to them what we're doing operationally in terms of cleaning our facilities and making sure that they're safe and ready when students do return. We'll be communicating with our staff as well. That's the second thing we'll be doing, and that will come in the form of an informational email and or a video, and we'll talk with them about what would happen while they're away from school. And essentially, our employees would be on what we call detached duty, where they would be at home, but they would be available for work assignments. And we have basically two groups of employees. Those would be critical to the operations of the school and those that were non-critical. Those that are critical to operations would be more likely to have to come to campus or to their office area to make sure they take care of operational needs in the school. We are going to be providing, if that were the case, operations critical employees with protective equipment, face mask, hand gloves as well, to make sure that they have what they need in the buildings. Those employees that would be considered critical to operations would be administrators, custodians, our maintenance staff, technology team, child nutrition program managers, accounts payable, and bookkeepers. And they'll be working and hearing directly from their supervisors about what their work would look like during a closure. We certainly do not have an expectation that they would all be working all day, every day. We'll do that on an as-needed basis. Those that are at home, teachers will have a designated amount of time that they would be considered to have office hours, and that will be condensed from their normal work day. And that's to help them be available to students or parents that may have questions about work that will be assigned to them. From an operations perspective, point number 3 is that we'll be doing a thorough cleaning of our buildings and our buses, all of our facilities, to make sure they're ready to go when school opens back up. We may be working with third-party vendors to provide some additional measures of cleaning in our facilities as well. The final thing that I want to let you know about is number 4, instructional delivery. Our elementary and secondary schools have all developed general parameters that they will be using to provide work for students that would have to stay at home. We're of course dependent upon technology to do that, and we will be providing devices and MiFis for any students that would need those in order to do the work at home. We're gathering all that information. Right now, what will begin to happen is our principals will be talking more specifically with our teachers about what our general guidelines are for work that would be done during a closure. And they have a good plan that's manageable and it's not overly burdensome to families and to students while they're away. Our hope, of course, is that we don't have to do this, but we want to be prepared in the case we do, and I wanted you to know what's happening first. I'll keep you apprised as things continue to evolve with this situation. Thanks.